In today's tutorial, we will be exploring the Windows 11 desktop. As you may already know, Windows 11 is the current and newest operating system from Microsoft. It is said to have a more modern and streamlined design that is more appealing than its predecessors. For those familiar with the Windows operating system, the most noticeable difference is the balance of the layout. Prior operating systems were aligned to the left, but the current Windows 11 design is aligned to the center. Still, all the same key elements of a Windows desktop are visible and part of the new Windows 11 desktop. There are 5 key elements we will be discussing today: the desktop area, desktop icons, taskbar, start menu, and notification area. Let's begin with the desktop area. The desktop area refers to the main screen visible whenever a computer is turned on. As programs, applications, files, or folders are opened, they will display in the foreground. This entire area is called the desktop. Notice how an application that is open will display in the foreground, covering the desktop. To return to the desktop, Windows 11 has a built-in shortcut located to the far right. In the lower right-hand corner, if you hover, a pop-up saying Show Desktop will appear. Clicking this section once will minimize any open windows. A second click will maximize previously minimized windows. Let's demonstrate that again. A single click will minimize, and a second click will restore. The second element we will discuss is the taskbar. Those familiar with the Windows operating system, the Windows 11 taskbar has noticeably been upgraded to streamline a computer user's experience and account for other means of engaging a computer, such as using a touchscreen. The most visible difference is the taskbar alignment. If the center alignment is not conducive to your overall work productivity and efficiency, don't worry, you can realign the taskbar to the left. Let's do a walkthrough. When hovering over the taskbar, use a right click. 2 options should appear in a menu: Task Manager and Taskbar Settings. Select Taskbar Settings. In the taskbar settings, we'll scroll to the bottom and look for the option under Taskbar Behaviors, specifically Taskbar Alignment. Expand this menu option, and where the alignment currently says Center, utilize the drop-down and select Left. You'll notice that the taskbar immediately realigned to the left. The third element are desktop icons. Icons are pictorial representations of applications, programs, files, folders, and shortcuts. Double-clicking, tapping on a touchscreen monitor, or using a single click and striking the Enter key on a keyboard for any icon will allow access and open the respective software. Let's look at Microsoft Edge. Double-clicking on the application will open the application, and we are now in an Edge window. Icons can be added to the desktop during installation or when files and folders are created. Any icon added to the desktop can similarly be removed by deleting a file or folder and uninstalling software. Let's demonstrate. From the desktop, utilizing a right click, let's create a new folder. Let's call this folder Sample. This folder now appears as an icon on our desktop, and it can be deleted with a right click and selecting the delete option. This delete will send the folder into the recycle bin, which contains files and folders that have been deleted. Now that we've looked at the taskbar, let's redirect our attention to the Start button. The Start button looks like the Windows icon. To access the Start menu, There are two methods that are recommended. One is a single click using your mouse. The second option is using the Windows button on a keyboard. You will notice that when the Start menu is engaged, there are no longer any live tiles or alphabetically sorted lists. Rather, there are pinned icons and recommended icons. To view all of the applications, select the All Apps button. This will allow the user to view an alphabetical list of all the applications installed and accessible on the machine. From this list, we can also pin applications to the Start menu and the taskbar. To do this, you'll select any application and select Pin to Start to pin to the Start menu, a pin to the Start with a demonstration using Microsoft Access will cause that icon to appear in the pinned list. Going back to our demonstration using Microsoft Access, selecting the option More and selecting Pin to Taskbar will result in the application being permanently displayed on the taskbar. Just as easy as this was pinned, it can be unpinned. Let's reverse the taskbar. Hovering over the option for the newly pinned Access icon, we will now use a right click. The right click will reveal the option to open the application or unpin. Select the option to unpin, and now it is removed. If we go back to our menu of pinned applications, similarly utilizing a right click, we will be given the option to unpin from the start. Pinned applications should be thought of as applications that make your workplace more optimized by creating faster access to frequently utilized applications. Ensure that you are customizing this option to suit your needs. The last element we will discuss is the notification area. The notification area, located to the far bottom right-hand corner, provides real-time information such as the date and time, in addition to background processes. An example of a background process is antivirus software. This area also alerts users to computer events that may require immediate action to resolve critical system issues. For this walkthrough, you will notice that there currently is the number 1 in a blue circle. Now that I'm hovering over this one, a notice pops up that says there is one new notification. Let's go ahead and click the number 1 to see this notification. In my notification tray, I have received today at 9:20 a.m. a notice from HP Support Assistant to access help and updates in fewer steps. We can go ahead and disregard this by selecting the X to clear these notifications. Once notifications are cleared, the number 1 alerting us to a notice will also resolve. I hope you find this video helpful in exploring and navigating the Windows 11 desktop area.